There is a major issue with what Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney just did, and probably a big mistake because it just makes people stupid and really makes Canada look like turning the country woke as just as bad as the neighbors to the south. And what we mean by that is what this post said that one of our strengths of Canada is recognize that people can be who they want to be, they can love who they want to love, and this is pushing that pro LGBTQ and B agenda, and they're trying to add this kind of. And what is International Day Against Homophobia, Transphobia, and Biphobia? I've never heard of biphobia. And first of all, homophobia and transphobias are not phobias. They do not exist. No one is scared of anyone who is gay, lesbian, or bisexual. It's just adult talk that kids should not know about until they are a certain age. Because the kids they need to learn their language studies. Since Canada is a bilingual country, they speak English and French and maybe if a third language maybe it depends on like the indigenous tribes if they still teach that language. And then there's also extra language that's Italian, Spanish, and German that also taught, but that's like an extra class you have to take. I never took it, but some classmates have. And it could be like sort of like beneficial. It's just high school extra language that's not like actual like the language that's actually spoken over in like Europe, but it's kind of like just a beginner start, if you know what I mean. Because if you actually learned French in Canada, but if you actually try to strike a conversation with someone in like Versailles or Paris, France, yeah, they can easily say, "Oh, you're Canadian." Even if you tried your hardest to try to actually speak like traditional French or so when is the post this kind of post came out from several people, not just Mark Carney, but prior to. They were the Gen Xers, Gen Ys, and some early Gen D who and also the baby boom generation, of course. They were very disappointed that how the LGB is depicted now, and these colorful flags are, no, they're erected at schools, public schools to be specific, and then houses. They're advertising it like they wanted. They're like forcing this their private life on others, because actually people, they don't really care about what your sexual belief is, like who you're in love with. If you have like if you're a guy who had a romantic liking for a guy, or girl who had romantic likings toward another girl, lesbian, or or if you're a guy or a girl who would have likings for both genders. And back in the day, that private life, their sexual beliefs, that was not talked about among friends. It was just uh, what they wanted to talk about to their friends who weren't gay, lesbian, or bisexual. All they wanted to talk about was something they had in common. Like, think about like sports, or like books, or like TV shows, or movies, or any new like event that's going on. Like, should we like go on like trip somewhere? Like, no, I know like we're friends, but like, no, if we're not busy, like maybe we can hang out in somewhere, like maybe go to another country, like, and then meet up with some other people, or all that other like fun stuff, and all the good times that unfortunately the new generation had destroyed. Now this is now how LGB is depicted is that you have to come out of the closet and say, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, I'm bisexual, I'm non-binary, I'm trans, and then people have to accept it. It's yeah, you're some your higher power, and yeah, people have to do what they tell you to say. What an actual phobia is if you're like afraid of heights, like or if you're on like a flight, like and if yeah, you have aerophobia, which is you're scared of heights. If you are scared of spiders, that is or scorpions, and any other similar in that certain animal category. Yeah, you have arachnophobia, you know? And if you are scared of snakes, ophidiophobia, and then also if you're scared of like water, yeah, there's also there's that, and then also there's a phobia against like marriage. You're scared against of like men, and then also one woman, and then there's even a phobia of long words. Like there's a letter that this this one word that is like really long and it's very difficult to say. And yeah, that's I know that some people they have a terrible literacy problem. They really aren't into like books. Like they're more into like basic like kids books or manga or like cartoon books. They're not into like these like 300 or plus page books that have maybe one or maybe some images, but the rest is not. Because they're just not ready to grasp that. So yes, there's also this phobia, and you can look it up on the internet. I did a video on that, and I will not be doing one again because it needs to be covered again because people do not understand the difference between scared of and dislike or hate. And the transgender, that's just playing pretend. Because the big thing is that every single doctor, honest doctor, will tell you he or she that you cannot change your genetics. Because some people they don't look comfortable how they look on the outside, so they're trying to change the look on the outside. They're doing all these plastic surgery, but you have to make sure it matches any legal documents like health card, driver's license, passports. So if it didn't match, technically, you have to like take new photos. But there are some people who are so uncomfortable inside their own body that they think they're born in a wrong body, or they are brainwashed by the delusional, evil adults who are trying to make these young children who just they're in like elementary school, like just grade 1, 2, 3 around then, and they're trying to make them take drugs like Lupron and do the plastic surgery, without the parental consent, and boys, they lose their penis. The girls, they lose their they can't have if they ever they become of age, they can't, and when they get pregnant and have their own baby, they can't give actual breast milk, because if they like cut it off, because that's changing some part of your body functions, but on the inside, yeah, you cannot change some other part, which and then the kid they eventually some years go by, and then they found out they've been they have been lied to by their own parents and all the doctors, surgeons, and these people who brainwash them. And these kids, they who have been become teenagers, they have decided to countersue. And the pro trans community, what they're trying to do is they're trying to silence these detransitioners who are trying to get their bodies back, but they won't get their bodies back, and they won't be able to have sex, or like they're having use their original like body functions. And it's going to be difficult just to get their face back too, if they change that. And probably the worst thing that's going on is that they are preying on children in elementary school, middle schools, high schools, and even private schools, which I have been told while I was in college by P Flag, which is a creepy organization that they prey on children, spreading their ideology, trying to brainwash them. Originally, they just got 1 day, but now they want a month, and now they have the whole year. Why? And why and then there are people like the armed forces who are on the ground, and then air forces, and then also the Marines. Why did they only get one day on the 11th month? they should get recognized because they they come back any time of the year, dead, trying to fight for freedom and defend the country they are serving for. Unfortunately, these delusional people, they never think about that. So there is no such thing as discrimination, because they are discriminating against everyone else, even the original LGB, who just wants to keep things under wraps, and they just want to talk about everything else. People just want to talk, that want to cause hate or division, racial discrimination, and also cultural differences, because since Canada is a melting pot of multicultural, multi-ethnic country. But unfortunately, that had been abused by not just the pro-LGBT, but also of the now, but also Indians, and also the Middle East and some other South Asians. And if you abuse the system, the people who just wanted to have a great life, just immigrating to the country, or like they were born in the country, and they just like they want to like hang out with the neighbor, like they want a friendly chat, like hey everything, how's everything going, like can I help you with something, or like can you help me with something. But when outsiders start causing problems, or problem causers inside the country start causing problems, then the opposition party leader Pierre Poilievre, he'll try to do something, and that's why Mark Carney needs to be careful with the words, because what Mark Carney says, if he says something wrong, Pierre Poilievre, he'll try to do everything in his power, even though he is not prime minister and he has absolutely no politics, or he doesn't know anything about economics, or he never had a real job. He's just a newspaper boy. When he just grew up in Alberta, and took 11 years just to graduate university. Although, well, Mark Carney, he graduated in Harvard and Oxford. And this is why Canadians, true Canadians, they have high respect toward countries that they are banning the LGBTQ, especially the TQ. And also limiting some countries that they are limiting social media. The they banned it, and only those 16 and up can use it. So when you say inclusive, the LGBT should be out of the question because especially the Asian community is looked down upon because all people do is endorse Asian culture, but they show lack of support toward the Asian community, and it takes a will for strong Canadians to actually stand up for their fellow Asians and their community. They know, and they try to learn about the culture and love the chat and they invite hang out and how's life over there. And respect was shown both ways because it was a hard thing for Asians to fit in, especially because if it wasn't for the Chinese people who made the Canadian Pacific Railway doing the dangerous work on West Coast, it wouldn't be made under Sir John A. Macdonald's idea to from making a railway from sea to sea. And it was during the coronavirus pandemic when racism toward the mostly the Eastern Asian community, part anyone who's Chinese or looks Chinese, mostly the Chinese, Korean, or Japanese, or and surrounding countries, they were bullied physically, verbally, and cyber. And it still goes on. And this is still a talk in the United States, Canada, and also other countries. So if people need to show more respect for people who more toward the Asian community because the month of May is actually Asian Awareness Month and that matters more. And it's mostly the Asians and the Latinos who will they will work on even on holiday days just to make things work and make money so they can have a good life. But unfortunately, that is not very recognized. And the whites, the blacks and browns, They don't care. Although the indigenous tribes, they will understand because they went under the struggle and they have to work hard just to make and meet caring for the kids and defending the family and also getting food on the around the campfire and also resources they needed as a necessity. So also they should get more respect. So every single candidate don't wear red and white, wear orange. Not just on September 30th, but on July 1st too. And that's why some people are leaving Canada. And actually, Finland is the number one country. Even though they did cause one incident that was offensive to the Chinese people. Yes, I did cover that one a while ago. Yeah, never do something racist toward the Asian people because we were raised to respect other people, not just not just our elders, but everyone else around us. But if you show discrimination, meaning racism and xenophobia, yeah, that's going to be a problem. And yeah, the whole world, they will call you out for it. So forget about pro LGBT. Just do how the people, the baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, and early Gen Z did, keeping things private and just keep talking about the regular things that people like to talk about. And who knows, Pierre Polyev might use this against Mark Carney in Parliament Hill. Also, why the Catholic board is they are highly against erecting a pride flag up, and I think Mark Carney forgot pride is one of the seven deadly sins next to gluttony. which Donald Trump has. He wants to have it all. And that's why he wants to attack Canada and make it part of USA because Canada has what USA doesn't have. It's always the new generation ruining things. And the TQ, they need help. And open mental health institutions and let them get the help they need, because that is an important thing. Because you were never born in the wrong body. You just need to get the right materials just to do what you love to do, to grow up and do the job.